What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's new episode. Today, we're going to be talking about why I left video games for Jiu-Jitsu. And it's been about a year now, about a year and a few months since I started Jiu-Jitsu. And after about 4 or 5 months, I realized that I haven't picked up my PS5 control in a long time. And my game of choice was FIFA or FC 24, whatever you guys want to call it. And I realized I used to spend a lot of time trying to improve my ultimate team, trying to get my favorite players, doing all the challenges, doing all this crazy stuff, all the objectives, just in order to get coins. I was, overly obsessed with this damn thing. And I was trying to figure out why I was spending so much time and energy into this game. And it took me a while to realize and try to direct myself into another path, trying to figure out where I wanted to put my time and energy towards. And we kind of just happened to land across the sport of jujitsu. And after we did our first class, just became obsessed with kind of the philosophy when it comes to training and improving. And it led me to find this podcast, BJJ Mental Models podcast. And they had this guest, Mr. Joseph Chen, on. And if you guys don't know who Joseph Chen is, he's a competitor out of B Team Jiu Jitsu. And he's kind of known for being like this young prodigy in the sport of jiu-jitsu, and his rapid growth and learning. And he shares a lot of his thoughts on learning itself and kind of the things that helped him along the way. And that led me to kind of talk to you guys about learning and kind of adapting the gaming aspect of jiu-jitsu, because there are a lot of similarities when it comes to kind of the performance aspect of jujitsu and kind of video games. If it's like Street Fighter or Tekken, it's kind of like, you have a move list, you're trying to figure out what your opponent's trying to do. It's a lot of reaction based things. And I find it very interesting, kind of the psychology behind it, and also kind of the tactical sense of, trying to, improve, trying to make adjustments. And, and that's why I want to talk about that today, because there is lots of correlations, and it wasn't really a hard switch for me. It was really just like letting go of one thing and picking up another. And the thing that I found, beneficial when it comes to jiu-jitsu is kind of having a better connection with, your body and your mind, and also, being in shape. Because when I was playing a lot of video games, I wasn't really going outside. And I would go to the gym, but I wasn't really trying to improve so much. I was just kind of going through the motions, lift, bench, squat, do all that stuff. But I really didn't have that passion and that kind of drive that I once did. Once I started going to the gym, it kind of just like faded away. And Joseph, he mentioned that in the podcast of kind of keeping jujitsu fun and trying to keep it interactive. And I feel like that's something that's not talked about enough in many things. We're just trying to have a good relationship with the thing that you enjoy the most, because if you overdo it, it could kind of kill the passion and the love that you have for something. It's like if you really want to improve and do something for a long time, you have to have that love and drive for it. And if it's not there, it's gonna be a lot harder trying to compete with someone who does have that love for it. And he talks about finding different interests. Say if you're a big fan of movies or a big fan of making beats, you could kind of see how people who are really good at what they do, and kind of see those actions and the way they think about things, and you're able to translate that back into jujitsu. And I feel like jujitsu is one of those cool things where it's like you're able to be like an artist, literally a martial artist, and able to kind of direct, your learning and your training process, and kind of direct it where you want it to go in a sense. So right now I was watching a Nick Mira video, and Nick Mira is like a producer, and he's been posting videos for a long time on YouTube. And he was talking about beat block and how he gets through kind of the mental grind of being stuck in a box. And beat block is just like writer's block. It's just trying to break through kind of like a plateau, or a place where there's some resistance, and trying to figure those things out. And you could use that analogy to jujitsu as well. Sometimes you get jujitsu block, or it's like something that's there is like limiting you from kind of breaking free and kind of breaking free from the shackles that you kind of create for yourself. And I feel like you could really do that with anything. It doesn't necessarily even have to be jujitsu or just martial arts in general or any art in general. And you could kind of, if you feel like you're stuck in one thing, maybe venturing off and seeing, maybe reading a book or, finding a new song, you're able to find that kind of answer that you were looking for. And I feel like that is something that jujitsu's helped me a ton. And not only with like emotional control or being able to, realize kind of the exchange of energy of, you know, input, output, all that good stuff. And it's like trying to realize how the mind works, trying to realize, when you're uncomfortable and kind of being put in these new positions and kind of learn how to adapt and problem solve. And if you guys feel like you're stuck and you guys feel like you kind of want to break free, if you guys feel like you guys are kind of in the same situation, you're playing video games, you're using a bunch of your time and energy, you kind of want to be able to express it in a different way, maybe signing up for a jujitsu class will be right for you. I feel like you could get a lot of those juices flowing, kind of use jujitsu as an outlet. And jujitsu is not like it's not just for like one type of person. It could be jujitsu means, a lot for different types of people. It's not just for younger people or older people or smaller or bigger. It's literally, it is what you make it. And I'm just, explaining how I just realized like I haven't picked up the controller in a long time, and kind of realizing that those same kind of muscles that I would use playing video games are being used when I train. And I feel like just having that has helped me a ton, and realizing kind of that pursue and that motivation and that desire to improve. And it's helped me a lot, kind of see the mistakes that I have and kind of ways I can improve, and kind of the bad habits that I would like to change. And it's kind of like a reflection. I feel like it's like a mirror. It's like you get what you are. And it's like I feel like that's one of the coolest things about it. There's a bunch of cool things, and I'm not saying there's not any negatives when it comes to jiu-jitsu as well, but I feel like jiu-jitsu checks off more of those boxes that kind of help me out in a sense of growth and trying to realize what I want to improve on. There's pros and cons to everything. Nothing's all good, nothing's all bad. I wanted to talk about why I left video games for jiu-jitsu. And let me know in the comments if you guys had a similar experience when it comes to video games and jiu-jitsu, and if you guys see the similarities between the two. Joseph Chen, he mentioned Pro A Gaming, a YouTube channel that's helped him learn in kind of the creative process. I'll put the links down below, and also some of the books that he shared are the Will to Keep Winning and also The Art of Learning. And if you guys have time to check those books out, man, those are crazy. Those are crazy books. But you could see kind of the similarities between people taking or learning from another art and applying it into something else, and kind of seeing the interconnection between both of them, and kind of intertwining those beliefs and concepts and trying things out, and the psychology of learning and the process of growth is really super. It's something that I find amazing, and I really want to kind of dive deeper on. So if you guys are new to the channel, just check out the videos we have down below, and we'll post more videos like this on just learning in general, kind of the psychology when it comes to improving and kind of the habits that we have as humans. Because there's more data coming out, the more information we get, the better we can understand ourselves, and in order to improve in many things. It can be on the mat, off the mat, on the YouTube video. It doesn't stop. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys. I already said I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So peace. We out.